I'm coming to your country, please welcome me. Part I, the announcement. I am coming to your country, not as a headline, not as a breaking news ticker sliding across a glowing screen, not as a statistic wrapped in arguments and debates. I am coming as a human being with a name, with a pulse that rises when I am afraid and steadies when I remember why I started walking in the first place. I am coming with a small suitcase of clothes and a larger, heavier suitcase of memories that does not have wheels. Please welcome me. I say that sentence quietly at first, like a rehearsal spoken into a mirror. Please welcome me. It feels simple, almost childlike, but it carries the weight of oceans and borders and questions that do not sleep. I do not say it because I believe the world owes me anything. I say it because asking is the most honest thing I can do. I say it because arrival is always an act of vulnerability. I imagine your country before I arrive. I imagine the smell of the air when the plane doors open, the way a city sounds at dawn, the rhythm of a language that is not mine yet, but will be if you let it be. I imagine streets that do not know my footsteps and doors that have never heard my knock. I imagine faces that will look at me without context, without the long explanation of who I was before I crossed the line drawn on a map. I imagine you, too. I imagine you as a person standing somewhere ordinary, waiting for a bus, sipping tea, scrolling a phone, closing a shop at night. I imagine that you do not know me, and yet, in some quiet future moment, you might. Perhaps you will hear my accent and smile, or perhaps you will frown, unsure where to place me in your understanding of the world. I imagine both outcomes and accept them as part of the journey. Please welcome me, even if you do not understand me right away. Why I am coming? People always ask why. Why leave? Why now? Why here and not there? Why take the risk of becoming a stranger again? The truth is that there is never just one reason. There is a constellation of small, relentless reasons that gather until staying becomes heavier than going. There are mornings when the future feels sealed shut, and evenings when hope sounds like an echo from another room. There are practical reasons: work that disappeared, doors that remained closed, promises that did not survive the season they were made. And there are reasons that do not fit neatly into explanations, reasons that live in the chest rather than the mouth. I am coming because I want to breathe without counting the cost of every breath. I am coming because I want my effort to mean something measurable, something that feeds more than just survival. I am coming because I believe movement can be a form of prayer. I am not running away from my past. I carry it with me. My past has taught me how to endure long nights, how to make something from very little, how to keep my dignity even when circumstances try to bargain it away. My past is not a stain I want to wash off. It is a map of where I learned to stand back up. But I am also not staying still out of fear. I refuse to let fear become my permanent address. Please welcome me, knowing that I come with reasons that are both heavy and hopeful. What I bring with me, I do not arrive empty-handed, even if my pockets look light. I bring stories, some that will make you laugh, others that will teach you how quiet courage can be. I bring the ability to listen carefully, because listening was once my safest shelter. I bring respect for work of all kinds, because I have learned that dignity lives in effort, not in titles. I bring patience shaped by waiting. I bring gratitude sharpened by absence. I bring the habit of helping without being asked, because in places where help was rare, it mattered the most. I bring food, memories, the taste of home that I will try to recreate in unfamiliar kitchens. The way spices can turn loneliness into something almost warm. If you sit at a table with me one day, I will feed you the best I know how, because feeding someone is another way of saying, you matter here. I bring mistakes too. I will misunderstand things. I will pronounce words wrong. I will get lost and ask for directions, and sometimes ask the wrong person. I will learn slowly and publicly. I hope you will be patient with that. Please welcome me, knowing that what I bring is real, even if it is imperfect. What I ask from you, I am not asking for special treatment. I am asking for fairness. I am asking for a chance to prove myself with time and consistency rather than assumptions made in seconds. I am asking for the benefit of doubt on days when my face looks tired and my words come out crooked. I am asking for space to grow into the version of myself that crossing borders demands. If you must judge me by how I treat others when no one is watching. Judge me by whether I show up on time, whether I keep my promises, whether I learn from correction. Judge me by the quiet evidence of effort. I ask that you do not reduce me to a single story. I am more than a label, more than a category, more than a debate topic. I am a person in motion, unfinished and trying. Please welcome me, even if all you can offer at first is neutrality. Sometimes neutrality is the doorway to kind new. The fear I carry, I would be lying if I said, I am not afraid. I am afraid of being invisible and too visible at the same time. Afraid of being noticed only when something goes wrong. Afraid of the silence that can follow when you speak and no one answers in a language you understand. I am afraid of missing home in ways that surprise me. The sound of a familiar call at dusk, the way my name is spoken by people who have known it all their lives. I am afraid that I will forget small things if I am not careful, and that forgetting will feel like betrayal. But fear does not decide for me anymore. I have learned that courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move while fear walks beside you, complaining the entire way. Please welcome me, knowing that bravery often looks like shaking hands and steady steps. The promise I make, if you welcome me, I promise to meet that welcome with responsibility. I promise to respect your laws, your customs, your shared spaces. I promise to learn not just the language, but the unspoken rules of kindness that every place holds. I promise to give back more than I take, to leave rooms better than I found them, to be useful rather than loud. I promise to stand against harm, even when it would be easier to stay quiet. I promise to teach my children, if I am blessed with them here, that this place mattered enough to earn their loyalty and care. I promise to remember that belonging is not a gift you receive once, but a practice you renew every day. Please welcome me, and I will honor that welcome with my life. There will be a moment when the journey becomes real, a line at immigration, a stamp, a door opening, a step forward. In that moment, everything I have imagined will condense into a single breath. I will stand there, officially present, unofficially unknown, and I will feel the strange mix of relief and responsibility that arrival brings. I will look around and think, this is where the work begins, not the work of proving my worth that is ongoing everywhere, but the work of weaving myself into the fabric of a place that existed long before me and will continue long after. I will start small, I will learn names, I will find routines. I will build a life the way all lives are built, day by ordinary day. Please welcome me, not as a finished story, but as a beginning, a closing that is also an opening. If you are reading this and wondering what your role is in my arrival, know this. Sometimes welcome is as simple as a nod, a direction given without suspicion, a chance offered without humiliation. Sometimes welcome is silence that is not hostile, space that is not guarded, time that is not rushed. I am coming to your country with hope that is cautious but real. I am coming with hands ready to work and a heart ready to learn. I am coming knowing that welcome cannot be demanded, only invited. So I invite you, please welcome me.